raining. It's kind of raining, kind of snowing. Still raining. Yep, you guessed it. Da 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 da. And yep, you guessed it. Now it's snowing. Ugh. Well, today is a stay indoors in your pajamas, drinking tea kind of day. Cindy Lou even said so, although she's not wearing pajamas and she's not drinking tea. But it rains a lot here in Newfoundland, as you can tell by that intro. So I want to talk about rain gear, because in a climate like this, rain gear pretty important. So let's go over my wintertime rain saga. Now, we had quite a mild winter here in Newfoundland. It didn't start snowing until sometime in February, I think. We did get one snow before that, but then it rained directly after it. So it rained more than it snowed. And the entire month of November last year, it rained every stinking day. So I started out the season with my Helly Hansen. It's lined, so it's quite heavy. I got this, it was either the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019, so it's old. It's getting old. Last year, in the early part of last year, I washed it in the Nick Wax DWR stuff. Stuff just stinks terrible. So it worked a little while, but then one rainstorm, was it December or January, I just soaked through. I had this jacket on and I had my puffer jacket on underneath it, and then I had my Frog Togs rain pants on. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you'll know that my Frog Togs, the first time I put them on, during a 2-week backpacking trip, the butt ripped out of them, so they were duct taped together. But this jacket here is long enough; it covers that duct tape. So the pants soaked through, and this rain jacket, Helly Hansen jacket, soaked through. This Helly Hansen, like I said, is either late 2018, early 2019 that I bought it, so it really doesn't owe me anything anymore. It's done its time. The Frog Togs, I hadn't worn them all that often, but I guess after, they've been scrunched up into a ball in the backpack for however many years that I've had them. I think I bought them 2001. They had just delaminated, so after this one failed, I didn't want to just put on my Frog Togs jacket, because I figured if the pants are no longer working and I've worn the jacket more than I had worn the pants, then the jacket is probably no good anymore. I threw the pants away. The jacket will be going out sometime. So after that failure, I went online, and it was early January that happened, I think, or late December that happened. Early January, I went online to look for the after Christmas sales, and I found the Mountain Warehouse Paca, and actually it must have been late January because we were already boycotting American products here in Canada because of the Mango Menace's threats toward Canada. So I went online and I got this. Mountain Warehouse is a UK company, and the ads for this, and I read some of the reviews, granted on the Mountain Warehouse website, so they probably don't allow bad reviews to show. But this one, it says it's waterproof. It actually says waterproof, not water resistant. And it says all the seams are taped. And so when I got this home, and I got this on sale, so the jacket was $39. I think the pants were as well. I'm not exactly sure. I'll get to the pants in a second. So the first time I wore this out, light drizzle, no issues whatsoever. But the hood is not quite, doesn't quite cover. So when I had my puffer jacket on underneath this, the hood didn't quite cover the whole of the hood of the puffer jacket. So that got wet. Second time I put this on, it was raining. Not just a drizzle, it was absolute rain. Cindy Lou and I were out for maybe half an hour before this soaked through. Now, these seams are taped, yes, but this seam here along the zipper, not taped. This seam here along the hem, not taped. Along here at the pocket, and the inside pocket, like that's another thing. Women's jackets, they don't have inside pockets. This has an inside pocket. I was so excited. But and then another seam up here along the collar, not taped. So all of and then the hood, not taped. So the water just gets in through these seams that are not taped, and then it just wicks, like down here along the sleeve. This is not taped. So this soaks through any of the seams that are not taped, and the water just started to go right through and just wick up the inside of the sleeve. So the jacket that I was wearing underneath got soaked. So not good. You pay $40 for something, and that was on sale from $75. So this is, they say, a $75 waterproof jacket. No, not waterproof. Not worth $75 and not worth even the $40 that I paid for it. Hello, boo-boo. So then the pants, I have not had an issue with the pants wetting through, but these, I thought this was really strange. The pockets on the rain pants, it's not a pocket, it's just a slit in the side of the pant so that you get to the pocket on your your trousers that you're wearing. So I have not had an issue with these soaking through, but check this out. The seam tape, after like the first, I don't know, 3 times that I started wearing it, and it was probably even before that, but I just didn't notice it. After like the 3rd time I wore them, I started noticing that the seam taping on the inseam is all coming off. So like pretty soon this is all going to be, it's all just going to come off, and they're going to be absolutely useless, just like the jacket. So I don't know, like, it's like, why pay money for an item it claims to be waterproof and it's not, and then the seam tape, it just comes off. Like, this might as well just have been Scotch tape. It might well be, I don't know, like, that's not gonna work. So I emailed Mountain Warehouse and said these products are rubbish, and so they are letting me return them for a full refund, which is brilliant because I can't afford like to just spend, I think it would like total, I think it was $70 something for the pants and the jacket. and I'm being able to return them for full refund. They said, do you want a replacement? I'm like, why would I want a replacement for a product that doesn't work? I'm just gonna keep sending them back to you. So yeah, so Mountain Warehouse, good customer service, crap product. So don't waste your money on Mountain Warehouse. So then I had to go out and buy a new rain jacket, and still boycotting American products. Plus, any of the cottage brands, like Enlightened Equipment, they apparently have a good rain jacket. Gossamer Gear, I think, does as well. REI, it's like these products, I can't get them in Canada. Plus, even if I wasn't boycotting American products, we have retaliatory tariffs on American products. So like one of the rain jackets, like, or they're all just ridiculously expensive, like $300 or something, plus 25% tariffs I would pay, plus the dollar conversion, plus shipping and all that rot. It would be, I don't know, $600 for a freaking rain jacket, which I'm not going to pay that. That's just ridiculous. So even American products that I can get locally, like Columbia or Outdoor Research, Columbia, I don't know how well they do with rain jackets. I've seen kind of mixed reviews. I had one a few years ago. I probably should have kept it. I think it was still good. It was just heavy. So anyway, I end up with this Canadian brand, Wind River, sold at Mark's Work Warehouse. I think Sport Chek and Atmosphere also sell them. It's a Canadian Tire company. I would have got another Helly Hansen, but Canadian Tire sold them to an American company, so can't even do that. So I got this Wind River one, and so far, like, I was wearing this in the video that I put up last week, and I didn't get wet. It didn't get wet through. It's just ridiculously heavy. This thing weighs over 1 pound. It's lined, so it's, I don't know, I think it said 2.5 layers of, I don't know how you do 2.5 layers. Maybe the mesh lining is the half layer. I don't know. It's a good jacket. Like, this is going to be good for wintertime or shoulder seasons. It's brilliant as a windbreaker as well. Like, none of the wind gets through. It has pit zips. I don't know if you can see. It has mesh in the pit zip, so like it doesn't, like it's not wide open like some jackets I've seen with pit zips. It does not have, or it does have an inside breast pocket, and my phone does fit in there. But I'm not gonna wear this in warmer weather. Like I said, it weighs 1 pound, or like over 1 pound, and that's just too heavy. One, it's too heavy to carry. Two, I can feel it when I put it on. It's too heavy to wear. I think it weighs even more than my Decathlon 4-Claw puffer jacket. So this is a brilliant rain jacket. I got this also on sale, half price at Mark's. So it was a door crasher deal. It's regularly $99.99. I got it for $50. So that's good. So I'm going to be returning these ones. I mean, these ones, they're not ultralight, but they're not super heavy. I need to get a new pair of pants. I have to buy another pair of rain pants. I'm gonna have to buy a summer weight rain jacket. Hello, Miss Sadie Lou. You don't want the fluffers on there. See, she can't hold on to the stick herself to chew on it. I have to hold on to it for her. So then, speaking of Miss Cindy Lou, her rain jacket failed as well. I can't find it at the moment. I don't know what I did with it. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. But I'll put a clip of the last time that she wore this jacket. It just soaked right through rather quickly, which, I mean, again, I don't want her being cold and wet and miserable when we go out packing. So I want her to have something that's actually going to keep her dry as well. So I found, can't get it, okay, there. I found this one, which you saw her wearing in last week's video as well. And it's kind of heavy. I haven't weighed it, but she's going to be carrying it herself, except for when we're on day hikes. So this one is called, it's either Pekka or Pika. It's Finnish, from Finland, and it's quite well made. It has this zipper here so that you can kind of customize the fit, like wherever the harness goes. It also has this neck gaiter, which I haven't figured out yet how to get it to stay cinched up, but it does have like a cinch here. And then it also has a cinch on the inside to keep like the wind off her neck, and to, I think it also like cinches this part, like the back part. It has straps that go around her legs so that it covers, like this part comes down and covers over her rear end, and these keep the back from flying up. All the other rain jackets that I've ever had for her, and even some of her like winter jackets and sweaters, wind comes up and it just flaps it up. So it's either up around her head or it's not covering the back of her. So I like that it has these leg straps. And then underneath here, the straps go like under her chest and then around her belly. So this covers most of her body. That's her chewing on, it's not plastic, it's not wood, but it's a stick kind of thing. Anyway, so this covers most of her, and it's quite waterproof. Like, we've been out in some pretty good downpours and she has not got wet wearing this. This part here is not entirely waterproof, but it does keep the rain like off of her neck a little bit, and it just won't stay up around her head, and she always shakes it off anyway if I do cinch it around her head anyway. So that's that. I will still be on the lookout for lightweight rain gear for like late spring, early fall, and through the summertime, because I don't want to wear this over 1 pound Wind River jacket, and I don't want to wear this that's just going to have me wet in less than 30 minutes. And it wasn't even a torrential downpour. It was just raining. So because it rained so much, we need rain gear. If we don't have rain gear and we just wait for it to stop raining, we may never get out. We may never leave the house. It just rains that much. So today we're just gonna sit inside, drink some tea, go outside in between spurts of rain, and then, I don't know, maybe binge something on Crave. Yeah. Which I got for free. Yeah. Anyway, if anyone has any recommendations for non-American brands rain gear that actually works, that's affordable, like less than $100 per piece, because I'm poor, I work part-time for minimum wage, I can't afford $300 for a rain jacket or even $100 for a rain jacket. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Post it down below, give this a like, subscribe if you like this kind of content, and we're gonna try and get out there and do some hiking, hopefully some camping. Yeah, sometime, if it stops raining. Catch you later.